Mr. Dabalina is your host of the show where he plays the very best in prank call audio. He calls people up and tricks them a good one till they get angry and threaten them with a shotgun. Tells all the guys that need to shut up their misses. He calls Circle K and makes them flip all the switches. Camera top landlords, tunnels and car dings. A brand new adventure every time the phone rings. It's fun to make people question their reality, so turn up the sound and enjoy the calamity. 6,000 miles from central Argentina, it's the world of prank calls with your host, Mr. Dabalina.
Mr. Bob Dabalina, Mr. Dabalina, Mr. Bob Dabalina, Mr. Dabalina, Mr. Bob Dabalina, Mr. Dabalina, Mr. Bob Dabalina.
Thank you, Mr. International Worldwide Superstar Rapper MC Lars, for that intro song. I have a few versions of that I use, and I think I used his on the last episode of this show, but I like his so much, I just had to use it again. Used to Carol's was my favorite, but not anymore. Carol can go fuck herself. Now it's all about MC Lars. Anyway, hey everyone, we have a great show today, and I don't usually say that, so you know it's true. I have a bunch of stuff planned out, but I'm going to get us started with this call that happened on the Snowplow show recently, a couple episodes ago, because I need to get everyone's juices flowing. I need to get everyone hyped up for what's coming up next, because it's pretty intense, and these people I'm going to call here are pretty intense. This is from a request that somebody sent to me, and he wanted me to say I was with the corporate office of her company and that we'd been watching her on the security cameras or something like that, but it just turned into a whole other thing. Here is Patty and Rob.
Hello?
Hi, Patty?
Yes.
Oh, this is Grega. Hello, from the services corporate office. And
What's services?
Oh, you know what it is. We've been watching you on the cameras. And do you have anything to tell us?
What the fuck are you talking about? Who the hell are you? Hang on just a second.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. What am I hanging on for?
Hey, Rob, this is a guy calling me saying he's monitoring me on cameras.
You're going to put me on speakerphone so it sounds like shit? Good move there, Patty.
Who are you?
Listen here.
What is this?
You need to just admit to what you've done, and maybe you can keep your job.
Who the hell are you?
Who are you?
I already told you. Hey, you shut the fuck up, sir. You just shut your stupid mouth.
What let me explain to you is you do not know who you're talking to, and you do not know the risks that you take by speaking to me in that manner.
Oh, you're a mobster or something? You think you're a mobster gangster guy? Or are you going to come and get me? You're so scary. You're so scary.
He said, Rob, he's from services, and he's been watching me on cameras.
Oh, I have. I have.
Okay, well, let me tell you something, pal.
Are you going to come over with your machine gun and just mow me down with the machine gun? Oh, no.
I will come with a federal warrant and put your ass in jail.
Oh, you're an FBI agent now. Is that the thing that's happening in your head? Are you a movie star this time?
An 815 area code. I just did a screenshot of it.
Believe me, I'll have that pulled as soon as we get off the phone.
Yeah, why don't you shut the fuck up, sir?
Hey, why don't you eat a bag of dicks, or I'll meet you anywhere, and I'll put you in the fucking ground, pal.
Eat a bag of dicks?
You do not know who you're dealing with, but you're about to find out.
Oh, no.
And I would be more than happy to add to the list. In fact, I got a hard on just thinking about putting you in the ground.
That's gay.
So you want
That's so gay.
Let's fucking dance,
I think the kind of guy that says eat a bag of dicks is not the kind of guy that could get a federal warrant on me.
You have no idea who you're dealing with, buddy.
Oh, no.
Go ahead and hang this up.
You're under the delusion, too, Patty. You guys are so important. You are important people who can get things done. I will not be able to sleep tonight. I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. My life is over. What do I do?
Hey, Rob, maybe you want me to go ahead and hang this up?
Yeah, hang it up.
No, I've already got it on recorded, so we'll have a voice print.
I've already got it on recording.
Buddy, you have no idea who you're talking to, but you're about to find out.
Who am I talking to? Why don't you tell me?
The guy that will put you in the fucking ground.
Oh, that's so vague. That's vague and mysterious. Did you learn that from your spy movies that you sit around watching all day? To think this stupid shit up?
So who is this fucking guy?
You get a good recording, because this is going to be...
Yeah, I hear it as soon as his damn mouth started running.
Are you going to get me for 8 counts of being a dick? Oh, no.
No, dude, you don't understand, but you're about to.
I don't think I am.
I'll find you.
Hey, can I call you up in a week?
Services, Rob. That's who he said he's with.
Hey, honey.
And he says he's been watching me on camera.
Honey.
And that he's going to get me for what... I mean, seriously. You have no idea.
Do whatever you think you need to do, pal, and I'll do what I need to do.
I'm going to call you up in a week and remind you that I still have not gotten a federal warrant served on me, okay? That's going to be funny.
Yep.
And then you can say again to me, you don't know who you're messing with. We're big and important people. We're like in a spy movie.
You don't.
Yep. Go ahead.
Hey, Rob, I'm ready to hang up, honey.
Yeah, hang up the phone, you stupid bitch.
Hey, fuck you, pal.
Oh, you're answering to stupid bitch? Okay, I'm sorry. The man is the stupid bitch. I agree.
You know what? He sounds like, Rob, he sounds like one of those deranged liberals that we see on TV that will take themselves down anyway.
On TV while you're watching all your spy movies?
It doesn't have the balls to actually identify who they are or what they want.
Yeah, you won't tell me what you...
Exactly.
Oh, I'm the guy that's going to have...
We're done with you.
All right, hang up. Hang up then.
Okay.
Hang up. There you go. That was Patty and Rob, spy couple that can not only kill people on a whim, but they're also capable of getting federal warrants and tracing phone numbers within minutes after the call happens. And I did call them back a week later. It wasn't funny. Let's just not even talk about that because we need to move on to the next thing, which is amazing. That thing you just listened to was crap. This next thing is just crazy. This is from Dialtrolls. He does a show on prankcast.com/Dialtrolls whenever he feels like it. He doesn't have a schedule because he's not a part of our system, man. But he likes to call celebrities, and he's done a lot of really great celebrity calls. He's got a lot of really fun celebrity drops. Celebrities saying you're listening to Dialtrolls and stuff like that. And I've heard him play this prank call a few times, and I finally got him to send me a copy of it. But this is a prank call to Paul F. Tompkins, who has done a ton of shit. He's been in like every comedy thing ever. He was in Mr. Show. He was in the Tenacious D movie and the original TV series. I don't know. He just has a billion credits. He's an amazing guy, and I love him a lot. I listen to his podcast. Actually, not every episode, but we'll get to that later. But just keep in mind, throughout this entire call, this is Paul F. Tompkins having a very nice and polite conversation with Dialtrolls. And Dialtrolls, he's a big fucking idiot. He forgot to record the very first part of this call. So I think there might be like, a few seconds missing from the beginning, but you'll understand it. He's basically telling Paul F. Tompkins to clean up after his damn dog. Here it is.
This is in the book here. You guys were the ones not picking up your dog poop? Mr. Tompkins?
We don't have a dog.
Then why are you not... Sir, you don't have to get rude with me. My wife is not a liar. She said you guys didn't pick up your poop.
I don't know who you are or your wife is. We don't have a dog. I'm not getting rude with you. You're getting rude with me.
All right,
you and your wife don't know what you're fucking talking about.
No, all right, my name is Jerry Grace, and I'm down the street.
Okay, Jerry, what did you see? What did your wife see?
You guys were walking, and the dog pooped, and you just kept walking. You didn't pick it up. You just left it there.
We don't have a dog, Jerry. Where were we where you saw people walking a dog and didn't pick up the shit? And how did you know to connect it to our house?
She knows you guys. We have a Ring doorbell. And
Who is she?
My wife, Olivia.
Olivia who?
Same name, sir. We're married.
No, I got this, honey. Where do you live?
I'm down the street. I kind of don't want to tell you that because you're getting kind of offensive, but you didn't pick up the dog poop.
Hold on a second. You are accusing me of something. I do not have a dog. There is no occasion for me to be walking a dog or picking up dog shit. So you're trying to accuse me of something that is impossible. And I'm trying to tell you that, but you can't let go of your story because your wife thinks it's true or she thinks she saw somebody that was me or my wife. I don't know who you are or who your wife is. I don't know where you guys live. You're talking nonsense.
It's not nonsense. She said she saw with a little tiny dog and it pooped, whether you're babysitting it or not.
She saw who?
Who?
She saw who?
She said she saw you, and you guys were not picking up the dog food, and you didn't pick up...
No. What was the name you said before? Okay, that's my first wife. That's my wife's first legal name. She doesn't use that. So you obviously looked us up. You don't know who we are.
That's in the book.
We don't have a dog.
It's in the HOA is asshole.
Yeah, I know, asshole. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So you don't know who we are.
I know, we've never met.
You saw somebody walking a dog, didn't pick up the dog shit, you thought it was us or your wife thought it was us, and now you somehow got a hold of my cell number, and now you're calling me, but we don't have a dog. We don't walk a dog. We don't pick up dog shit because we don't have a dog.
Well, you're babysitting one or something, but it's in the directory. You don't have to get a stick up your ass. Just pick up
We're not babysitting one, you dumb idiot. We don't have a dog. We don't walk dogs. We don't have a dog. Go call somebody else. Your wife was wrong.
She's never wrong.
I'll tell you after I get off the phone.
Tell her to shut the fuck up.
It's some asshole who says he knows who we are, and that his wife saw us walking a dog, and we didn't pick up the dog shit. Now he's calling me because he thinks he knows what he's talking about, but he's wrong.
We're not wrong.
I don't know. He's some fucking stranger.
No, I'm a neighbor.
What's your fucking name again?
My name's Jerry.
You're a neighbor on which side?
I'm not even mad. Just pick it up in the future, all right?
We don't have a dog, you dumb fucking idiot! We don't have a dog! Why would I be getting this upset if we had a dog and we didn't pick up the shit? Stop harassing me!
Denial.
We don't have a fucking dog!
Asshole, dude, I'll come outside right now. Are you home?
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Yeah, I'm home.
Who said leave you
alone? Yeah, I'm home.
Tell that lady to shut the fuck up.
What's your name again, dude? Your name is Jerry?
Yeah, tell her to...
Your name is Jerry?
Tell her to be quiet.
I'm not going to tell her to be quiet. That's my wife. I'm not going to tell her to be quiet.
Well,
why don't you tell your wife to get her eyes fucking checked?
She has eye cancer, you son of a bitch.
Oh.
Did you really just say that?
I'll tell you later. What?
She has the eye cancer, the whatever the fuck, octomom. And you can say that? Get her eyes checked?
She has octomom?
Whatever it's called, the eye cancer with the cloudy bullshit. And you're saying go get her eyes checked?
This is your wife. This is your wife, and you don't know? This is lame, Jerry. Where are you? I'm out in front of my house.
Well, you didn't say to come over.
I thought you wanted to come outside. Where are you?
Well, no, you're belligerent right now. Just please pick up the dog poop in the future, and we're square.
Jerry, if you're my neighbor, where do you live?
I'm down the street.
You don't know how to pronounce. You don't know my wife's actual name. You just know the legal name from the homeowners association. You have no idea who I am. I don't know who you are or who your wife is.
Yeah,
you live down the street. We don't have a dog, man. We don't have a dog. We've never had a dog. We've never babysat a dog. We've never had a dog.
Why is there dogs barking in your property?
Because the neighbors have a dog, idiot.
Oh, maybe it was them.
Were you the guy that was taking pictures? Were you guys taking pictures of our house earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw you in the street, you fucking creep. Tell your wife we don't have a dog, and before she accuses people, she should know what she's talking about, and fucking call me again, you piece of shit.
Whoa.
You idiot.
Whoa.
All right, right there. That's where Dialtrolls got hung up on by Paul F. Tompkins. And holy fucking shit, that was amazing. I can't think of any role I'm not an expert on Paul F. Tompkins, but has he ever played that angry of a person on television or in a movie? I'm really starting to wonder that after listening to this several times now. Every time I listen to this, by the way, all I can think about is that I'm listening to Mr. Peanut Butter lose his shit from BoJack Horseman. You know, Paul F. Tompkins did the voice of Mr. Peanut Butter, the cute doggy, and I think that's my favorite thing about this prank is just imagining Mr. Peanut Butter losing his shit. So Dialtrolls was not outside their house taking pictures. I don't think he is. I don't even know where Dialtrolls lives, but I think he was just making prank calls. Come on, he doesn't leave the house. He sits around the house all day making prank calls. So whoever was taking pictures of their house was not Dialtrolls. That was just some random guy on their street. And there is just one more part of this prank call. Dialtrolls called him back, and I guess Dialtrolls was going to actually try to get his wife to talk to Paul's wife. but that didn't work out so well. But Paul is much calmer in this one. I have no idea how much time has passed at this point. I would guess maybe 5 or 10 minutes.
Why are you calling me?
Can we talk to please?
No. Why?
Well, my wife wants to. She said you were very rude to me, and she wants to talk calm people.
I would like to talk to your wife because I think she's mistaken. And here's why I wasn't calm, Jerry. And I'll break it down for you very simply. I was saying that your wife was mistaken, but you were calling me a liar. Do you see the difference?
I guess, and I want to come in like an adult. My wife's right here, but she's nervous because you're scary.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be scary, and there's no point in your wife talking to us, either of us, because we don't have a dog, Jerry. So whatever she saw or whoever she saw, you don't know our names, you don't know how to pronounce our street, and this is very suspicious and weird. So for the last time, we do not have a dog. Whoever your wife saw, it was not us. I don't know what else to tell you. We don't have a dog. We weren't walking a dog. We've never walked a dog in this neighborhood for as long as we've lived here. We don't have a dog.
My dog was...
So, I think it's... Huh? Yeah? Go ahead.
Oh, my God. When your dogs pass, they bark.
There was what?
When your dogs pass, my dogs bark. And you just...
We don't have a dog. We don't have a dog, so stop saying that. Stop saying that because we don't have a dog. Tell me what you or your wife saw, and then we'll go from there.
Sorry, we just wanted to talk to her or whatever her legal fake Hollywood name is. But seriously, you guys, you can't just shit all over the neighborhood and get away with it.
Why don't you, Jerry, tell me what you or your wife saw, and then maybe I can help you understand what happened here.
I will drop off a USB drive with our Ring doorbell with you guys shitting on our lawn, because we have one. It's
okay, where do you live? Where do you live?
Around the... I'm not... No, because you're belligerent. You want to murder me or something. I'm not down with that. I just wanted to...
You came and took pictures of my house. I don't want to murder you. I want you to leave us alone. That's all. So tell me what you saw.
Well, that wasn't... I asked her if she took pictures of your house. She didn't take pictures of your house. I don't know who the fuck that was.
You took pictures of our house. You did.
No, she said she didn't.
You admitted to that. You said that. No, you said you did. I asked if you were in front of our house taking pictures,
inside.
And you said yes, you were.
I did not go inside your house.
I didn't say you went inside the house. You were outside the house.
All right. Well, it's a nice house, and we were trying to. There's no dog poop there, but it's
no. I asked if you took pictures. I asked if you took pictures of the front of our house.
Can we?
And you said that you did.
Here's what we did. We just saw you guys do it again. So can we get a dog?
What do we look like?
You have a dumb mustache, and she's kind of cute, but your little dog's like a little, chihuahua thingy. But we just picked up the poop that you just left. So can we get a DNA sample from your dog so we can match it up?
You could get a DNA sample from our dog if we had a dog, which we don't have. What?
Ask what kind of dog it was.
He said it was a chihuahua.
Oh, there's... Wait, when my wife asked to talk to her, you just got belligerent again.
Yeah.
And then you scared her away.
When did I get belligerent? I didn't get belligerent.
Just a text and a
Do you
number,
even have a wife, Jerry?
Belligerent. Dude, you have anger problems, man. You just get over the denial, pick up the dog poop. In the future, we already
Jerry. Here's why I have anger problems. You are calling me a liar. You refuse to believe what I'm telling you, which is that we don't have a dog. Now, it is possible that by what did you say, honey?
I was talking to my neighbor earlier today that owns 2 chihuahuas. Is that what...
Was it 2 chihuahuas or 1 chihuahua? Because we have a neighbor who has 2 chihuahuas.
My wife is saying now that it's actually that's taking the shit on our lawns, and we would like her to stop that.
Okay, at this point in the prank call, there is a kind of a long pause between Dialtrolls and Paul F. Tompkins, and I'm not sure if you all understood what he was saying there because he keeps beeping out Paul's wife's name just out of respect for their privacy because Dialtrolls is just such a nice guy. But I don't think he realizes that she uses her name on his podcast. So I'll tell you what it is. It's Bernice. And you have to say it like that. It's Bernice. That's what Dialtrolls is beeping out. But in case you didn't catch what he just said there, he said, oh, it's actually your wife. she's the one taking a dump on our lawn all the time, and she needs to cut it out or something like that. And this is the point where there's a long pause, and then you hear Paul F. Tompkins enter the 5th stage of being prank called, which, as you all know, is total defeat and reluctant acceptance.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Was this fun? Did you have a good time?
Yeah.
You did have a good time?
Great time. Can I talk to Tell her to be quiet.
No, I tell you what.
Chicken butt.
Right.
I'm going to chase this call and call the police. Don't call me again. We won't call you again.
What's that?
We won't call you again. That was that. It was a lot of fun. Good times.
This is a prank?
Tell her to be quiet.
It was a prank. Yeah.
God damn it. It's not a prank. My wife's upset that your wife's shitting on our lawn.
Oh, God. Okay, man.
So you chose a random neighbor to play a prank on?
Hey, I don't even know.
That right there, that's the laugh of somebody who got to pull the chicken butt joke on Paul motherfucking Tompkins. What an amazing prank. Thank you, Dialtrolls, for sending that in. That was so much fun. And Paul F. Tompkins, he's been in so many things. Like, he's got 178 credits here on Internet Movie Database. He was in Bob's Burgers, he was in The Simpsons, American Dad, BoJack Horseman, of course, Comedy Bang Bang, Rick and Morty, Adventure Time. I'm just kind of going through and naming stuff that I love, shows that I was into, but he's been in everything. He's been in Key and Peele, Raising Hope. I loved Raising Hope. Pushing Daisies, holy shit, I didn't know he was in that. But what I'm trying to get at is that role he played there in that prank call, that should be on IMDb. That should be listed whenever it happened. I think it happened back in the pandemic. I'm guessing 2021 or so. He should get an IMDb credit there for Unhinged Philly Man. Or does he live in Philadelphia? I'm not really sure. I think they live in LA. I don't know. I'm not a Paul F. Tompkins scientist. And if Paul F. Tompkins ever needs to, go to a angry place for a future role, all he has to do is think about that time that he talked to Dialtrolls and was repeatedly accused of having a dog, and he will probably win an acting award for that. So here's the thing. I usually try to keep this show under 40 minutes, but I don't think that's going to happen today because there is just one more thing in this prank call. I feel like I'm Steve Jobs teasing more and more to come. As I mentioned earlier, Paul F. Tompkins has a podcast, and I am a listener of that podcast. It's called the Stay F. Homekins podcast, which he does with his wife, Bernice. I'm sorry, that's not really his wife's name. You guys have to go listen to the podcast to find this stuff out. But at some point, I guess it was right after the call happened based on what they say, they decided to recap the prank call, which is kind of a dream of ours here in the prank call world. You do a prank call and you hang up, and for you, that's the end of it. You don't get to hear any more about it, but Paul and his wife actually talk about it for about 20 minutes on an episode of the Stay F. Homekins podcast, which is a good podcast, by the way. I listen to it all the time. I highly recommend it. I don't listen to it all the time. I've kind of fallen out of listening to podcasts lately, and really it's been about a year since I've listened to any of Paul F. Tompkins on his podcast, but it's the same way with all the other podcasts. It's hard to listen to everything anymore. I'm a busy person. But what I'm saying is there is just one more thing.
Speaking of weird behavior, that made me think of...
Let's get into it.
The thing that happened this week. Are we allowed to talk about the thing that happened?
Yeah, let's talk about it. Okay, so let me set it up.
I don't know how much of this I'm going to play. I don't want to play all of it. I mean, the podcast is over an hour long. I think it's like 90 minutes. But the part where they're talking about the prank call is just about 20 or 25 minutes long. And Paul F. Tompkins, I mean, he did mention earlier in the show that he's a professional storyteller, but he has amazing recollection because he pretty much gets all the details of the story right. And this is what I wish every single prank call out there had, was a recap of what happened in the prank call. You know, someone telling the story, because we make such crazy stuff happen in people's lives, and they get to retell the story over and over to all of their friends and family and coworkers, and we are deprived of that. Occasionally, we get to hear one where, you know, if I'm doing a prank call and a listener has sent in this person to prank call, sometimes we get a voice recording of them telling the story. Or if somebody improperly hangs up their phone and they're not really hung up and we get to hear them bitch about us for a while, that's always fun. And sometimes we get tweeted about. I know we've read blog entries about ourselves. Prank callers are very narcissistic, and they love hearing people tell the story of the time they got prank called by them. And Paul and his wife has made that happen for us. So I'm going to try not to play the entire 20 minutes here, but this is so good. It's so fun to listen to. I've already listened to this. I listened to the entire episode once about a month ago when Dialtrolls originally sent me the prank call and told me which episode of the podcast it was on. So here it goes. I'm just going to start playing this, and maybe I will edit some out and try not to play all of it. But if you want to hear all of it, find the Stay F. Homekins podcast on your podcast machine, and you can hear the whole thing, because not only do they talk about this for 20 minutes or so, but they also just keep bringing it up throughout the rest of the episode from what I remember. And I'm not going to play any of that because that would make this show way too long.
So I get this phone call. I see this number. I don't recognize the number. I throw it to voicemail.
Decline.
I decline. Seconds later, same number. And I'm like, okay, maybe this is like a work thing. Somebody's trying to get a hold of me. I pick it up. The guy says, yeah, is this, I swear to God, it sounded like he said Officer Tompkins. And I said, yeah. And he said, you live on, and he mispronounced our street name, which happens often. And I was like, yeah. Which at that, like, I wish I could take that back.
Right. That
you know what I mean?
Confirmed our address to someone.
So he says, listen, my wife says she saw you and your wife walking your dog, and the dog pooped on the sidewalk and you didn't pick it up. So I just want to tell you to, you know, in the future, just do this, to pick it up. And I said, oh, well, that's not us. We don't have a dog. And he said, look, my wife saw it. I'm just saying, in the future, pick it up. And I say, I'm already getting annoyed because it's like,
listen to me.
Why?
Yeah.
What a weird lie it would be if I honestly was caught to say, oh, no, well, that's not true. We don't have a dog.
Right.
Because I'm thinking, this is a guy that he must live in the neighborhood. Because he said, you know, I'm one of your neighbors. I live down the street. And so I say again, we don't have a dog. And he goes, well, my wife's not a liar. So, you know, I'm just saying, I'm not trying to make a big deal out of it. Just pick up after your dog. And I say, listen to me. We don't have, so now I'm escalating.
And he said his name.
He said his name was Jerry. Yes.
Yeah. So you kept saying his name.
So I said, Jerry, we don't have a dog. You're wrong. And he keeps doing the same thing where he keeps saying in this condescending way,
just
hey man, you don't have to get upset. All I'm saying is just pick up after your dog. So I start fully screaming and saying, dude, you got to listen to me. We don't have a fucking dog.
Sorry.
Here's why we didn't pick up the dog shit. We don't have a dog. And he keeps going. So I'm like, I'm getting more and more angry and frustrated and screaming. So Janie comes in and is trying to ask me, what's going on? Who are you talking to? And I'm trying to indicate to her, please, I don't want to take the time to explain what's going on to you. I want to yell at this man. That is really the truth.
He was screaming at
it. Was really the truth. I wanted to continue to scream at this man for as long as he was going to tell me to pick up my dog shit. I wanted to continue screaming at him that we did not have a dog. So then eventually he says, you know, I keep asking him, like, where do you live? Where do you live? He's like, we're down the street. We're like around the corner. I said, and what's your name again? He's like, my name's Jerry. It's like, so your wife saw, it was me and my wife. He said, yeah, you and your wife. And he said Janie's legal first name, which no one ever calls her. And I'm like,
so he clearly like Googled all this information.
Yeah, I'm like, well, this guy doesn't know who we are. So to me, what I'm thinking, what's going on in my mind is, how does he know that it was us if he doesn't even know who we are? He lives in the neighborhood, but he can't pronounce the street name. He knows that it was us, but he doesn't know who we are. He says he looked us up on a homeowners association or something. I don't even know.
We don't have a homeowners association. We live in a city. We don't live in a thing. Yeah.
It's not a community. So I'm screaming, yelling. Janie comes in. She's asking me, what's going on? And I'm like, I'm trying to wave her off. Then the guy says something like, he said, do you want to come outside and I can show you, whatever. And I was like, yeah, okay. And so I walk outside.
You kind of like darted.
I stormed outside for sure.
You're like, yeah, come out.
Yeah.
Come on, Jerry.
Yeah.
Where are you? Where the fuck are you?
Yeah. So I'm like, Jerry, where are you? I thought we were coming outside to talk to each other.
And I'm like, literally, I'm like, oh my God, like this, like there's going to be like a fucking, I'm running out after him. And he didn't come out though.
No, he did not. And I said, where are you? I thought you were coming out. He said, no, you're yelling at me. You're like, you could be homicidal. I don't know. I'm not coming out there.
Oh, he said that? You didn't tell me that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the whole time I'm thinking he's a homicidal.
I know. But if he were homicidal, would I be yelling like that?
I don't know why he was sitting there taking it and not listening.
Exactly.
So that's why I thought he was homicidal, because I thought he was fucking crazy.
What he was doing.
He was fucking crazy.
Yes. And so I'm outside. Now I'm yelling on the street.
Oh my God, he was screaming on the street in broad day. He's like, don't fucking call me again.
No. We're not there yet.
Okay.
So I'm looking around. I don't really see anybody. So that's like, I'm sure people heard me.
Are you like, where the fuck are you, man?
Yeah.
Where are you? I'm out here.
I didn't see any neighbors that were looking at me ranting.
No, they heard it.
No, they heard it for sure.
They heard it.
So
he was screaming.
I said, look, man.
Okay, that was about 5 minutes of their podcast. And I'm starting to think, maybe I shouldn't play the whole thing because maybe they don't want me to play the whole thing. And Paul's going to issue takedown requests on everything I put this on. And I don't want that. Please don't do that, Paul. Come on. We love you. We're fans. Even Dialtrolls loves you. So if you want to hear the entire thing, you should definitely go to the Stay F. Homekins podcast and listen to the entire thing. It's from, I think it said 4 years ago on it. It's season 2, episode 18. It's the one, I think it's called Jerry. That's what's in this file name. So I don't know. Season 2, episode 18. But I'm going to skip to the end. Let's just go to the end and kind of see how they ended the segment, because I know some of you would love to listen to a full 20 minutes of this, but come on, we're 30 minutes into the show. So here, let's find a good place near the end.
By the way, the neighbors don't have a chihuahua. They have 3 dogs and not one is a chihuahua.
It's all made up. He didn't see anything. None of this happened. None of this happened, honey. None of this happened.
I think it was someone down the street.
No. First of all,
why? So
where does he live that he saw a dog, right? He saw you standing near a dog, and then all of a sudden his wife, who has Octomom, saw us with a single chihuahua. It didn't happen. The guy probably doesn't even live in Los Angeles or in California.
He had an 818 number though. Yeah, I tried to reverse.
We looked up that number and it was like some window company or something.
It was not even though. It was just not associated. I think it was like that was internet trash. Like it wasn't.
Yeah,
it was hard
bullshit. It was a crank call.
So when the first time he called and he hung up and Paul hung up and I was like, oh my God. I was like, that guy, someone's casing our house. And they called to find out if we had a dog to rob the house. Like, cause then they got the information that we don't have a dog.
Right. Which is when you would have hung up.
And then Paul was like, okay. Paul goes,
you would have been like, my mistake, goodbye.
Paul was like, then he got the information.
Yeah.
So why would he keep me on the phone? And I'm like, okay, so maybe he's an idiot. This is what I think. I think it's someone who lives down the street and they're and he's an idiot.
No, I would.
I
Love
think
to
he's an
believe
idiot.
that. I would love to believe that, but I don't think it's true. I think it was a crank call, and I also don't think if you're casing a house, you would walk in the street in broad daylight filming with your phone. It's also not casing the house. Like, here's what the front of the house looks like.
Well, then I was like, so then Paul was trying to convince me it was some cranker, and I was like, no, I think it's someone down the street who just like leaned into that. So, because he was so stupid, because he was so fucking stupid.
At the end, I could tell that it was just like he was like, "Yeah, I got you." You know what I mean? He didn't say that, but that was the point of it.
So then I was like, I couldn't let go of this for like 24 hours because I was like, I don't know. I
had to tweet about it because I was so annoyed by it. I was annoyed.
You were annoyed because you were taken in.
Yeah, I was annoyed that he got me. And I was annoyed that I spent so much time. Yes.
So there you go. Dialtrolls pranked Paul F. Tompkins a good one, didn't he? And it's so great that they're just able to laugh about it so much a week later or whenever it was, and that they posted themselves laughing about it online for all of us to hear. Thanks, Dialtrolls, for making all of that happen. And thank you, Paul F. Tompkins, for remaining an entertaining character even in prank calls. I don't think this part made it into the clips that I played, but there's a part where his wife says you went from 0 to Philly in about 6 seconds, which I thought was really funny. So hopefully this segment will answer some questions for the Tompkins family. And it makes me wonder, like, if I did happen to hear that episode back then 4 years ago, would I have recognized that as a prank that somebody that knows me did? Because, you know, he borrowed a few of my things in there, saying I live down the street, I'm around the corner, or I don't know, maybe I can't take credit for that stuff. But then telling the wife in the background to shut the fuck up, things like that. I kind of wish I had heard the podcast on my own before I heard the prank call. Once again, though, be sure to listen to the Stay F. Homekins podcast. You can find it on Apple and Spotify and probably everywhere else that you can find a podcast. And you should listen to the Dialtrolls podcast. I mean, not his podcast. He does live shows, and you have to catch him live because I don't think he even puts up archives of his old shows. That's why I had to ask him to give me a copy of this prank call to Paul. I don't know if Dialtrolls has a podcast. I know he has a YouTube, but just go to prankcast.com/Dialtrolls and subscribe to that, and make sure you get notifications for when he goes on the air. Sometimes he'll go weeks between shows. Sometimes he'll do a show every day. You just never know with him. But it's always a good time, especially when he does the celebrity stuff. There's this one amazing celebrity call. I mean, I don't know if it's amazing. It's definitely not as funny as the Paul F. Tompkins one, but he calls up Bernard, the character from the Santa Claus, and Bernard is just a complete dick to him. I mean, rightly so, because, you know, Dialtrolls is calling him at home and bothering him, but he goes above and beyond to be the biggest dick he can. Bernard does. You remember Bernard, right? He gave the little kid the snow globe, which was a top secret Santa communication device, and I think, if I remember correctly, Dialtrolls put his wife on the phone, and Bernard tried to talk his wife into leaving Dialtrolls. Like, he's that shitty of a person just to get him back for prank calling him. But he's got a bunch of other ones too. He does good stuff. Thanks again, Dialtrolls. Prankcast.com/Dialtrolls. And you know what? We're going to do one more prank call. I'm going to play a call that happened either last week or the week before on a show called The Callective, which is also on Prankcast at prankcast.com/The Callective. That's Callective. You know, I'll have a link in the show description, okay? So just go there and click on it. But it's like The Collective, but it's The Callective. Get it? Because we're making calls. And this is a prank call that Xenarax's stepfather made. Is that really Xenarax's stepfather, or is that just Xenarax? I don't know. I don't know what Xenarax sounds like, actually. But he's had a couple of good prank calls to hotels, and this is the most recent one as far as I know. I'm going to try and edit this down because it's over 10 minutes long.
Good evening, guest services. How can I help you?
What do I do to report like a crime on the premises? Not necessarily a crime, that's more like a rule violation.
I can speak to you about that. If it is a police matter, I would recommend dialing 911, but I can take
it's not a police matter. Okay, so I have this software on my laptop where I'm able to, like, anybody connected to the Wi-Fi, I can hack it, whatever they're using to get onto the Wi-Fi, I can get into that. So I was looking through people's files just to make sure everything was on the up and up. And I stumbled upon this woman's, like, I was looking through her webcam, and she's sitting on her bed and she's smoking. I've been watching her for like an hour and a half. She is literally sitting here naked and smoking, and I knew it's a non-smoking hotel, so I wanted to report that.
Okay. Okay. I will definitely take that into validation, but also you probably shouldn't be hacking other people's computers.
I was just wanting to make sure. I was wanting to make sure there was nothing bad going on.
But I understand that. But you're now.
I'm a security specialist. Why are you mad at me? I'm just trying to help you.
I know you are, but you're violating people's rights right now by hacking their computers on premises. So I have the right.
No. That's not against rights.
Yes,
that's doing the right thing.
Okay. I would like to know your room number, please, because this is not okay. I understand what you're trying to help me, and I completely understand.
Yeah, I'm trying to help you. I'm on your side.
I totally understand
and it's
that,
free
but that
Wi-Fi.
is against people's rights. Okay.
And I was just trying to what I like to do is, like, I'll go through their files and make sure their files are okay, and if they have any like
okay. I'm sorry, sir, but that's not okay. You shouldn't be hacking other people's computers on site. I'm going to investigate this now.
Do you know how many chomos I've found doing this, and I always report them to the police? Like, I'm a good guy.
Okay, I understand that. I understand that, but that is very wrong and is against a lot of like rights right now that you're doing that.
To report chomos, and she's smoking.
I appreciate your. Okay, I understand that, and I really appreciate it. But if there's any investigation further, then I will have to call the police. So please.
I just want you to know that I know she's on my floor, because when I look out her window,
what
it's the
same. On? So I'll look into it. What floor are you on?
I'm on the second. I'm on the second floor. When I look out, when I look out her window through the camera, I can see the same things through her window that's on my window. So I know we're on the same side, the same room, or not the same room.
Is it the room facing the front of the hotel, or a room facing the back of the hotel?
It's facing the front.
Okay. Front.
But like I said, I can. Hold on. I can.
Please do not investigate this. Please do not investigate this.
You don't want me to just say something? Hold on.
Just a quick interruption here to try and clarify something. I edited stuff out because they were talking over each other so much, and he tried to explain this to her, but he's about to pretend to talk to this naked lady who's smoking in her room through the computer, and the front desk lady knows this, so that's what's going on. He's not pretending to be at the lady's door yet. He's just talking through her computer while he watches her be naked.
Please do not investigate this. Please do not investigate this.
You don't want me to just say something? Hold on.
No, I do not. It is not your place to say something, and I would appreciate it if you do not.
Ma'am, this is head of security. Can you please stop smoking? She's looking around right now.
Listen.
Hold on. Ma'am, so it's against the rules. Stop smoking now. This is head of security. She's looking around right now. Do you hear her?
Can you please not do that?
What do you want me to do? How are we supposed to figure out where she's at?
No, please do not do that. That is very wrong, and you just
put clothes on and come to the door now.
Sorry.
Like I told you, she was naked.
Can you please stop?
This is head of security. I work with the hotel. We've been monitoring you through the Wi-Fi. Stop smoking and come to the door now.
Please, this is like a serious matter. Okay, can you please not do that? And can you please tell me what room you're currently in, or your name?
Well, my name is Gregory Jones, but like I said, I'm a freelance security. I didn't use my.
Your name is.
I didn't use my real name.
Okay.
I didn't use my real name to get the hotel.
Okay, I am going to be calling the police.
I'm just going to go knocking on doors, and when I find her, I will.
You please?
Do you want me to bring her down to the front desk with me?
No,
because I have zip ties. I always go around with zip ties, and I do like it's trying to get physical.
I don't know. Can you please not? Can you please not do that?
Ma'am, I'm just trying to help you out.
Okay,
ma'am, put clothes on and stop smoking now. We are on the way to your room. You will be escorted off the property.
Can you please stop doing that? That would be
smoking in here. I don't know who this is.
Oh my God! Like, this lady is smoking in the room, breaking the rules. I'm trying to help you, and you got
I'm sorry,
you
sir,
got an attitude with me.
and I am going to find out.
Six out.
Do you want me to detain her?
My coworkers here
Hello?
help me because I have to deal with this matter apparently.
Hello? Hey, so I was just asking if you want me to detain her, if I find her room, or you want me to detain her. I did.
I need to find
so,
out
like,
who you are first.
well, I just told you my name was Gregory Jones. I did make her get her clothes on. I guess I freaked her out, and she did put some clothes back on. Well, she should be freaked out. She's smoking in a non-smoking hotel room.
Come on. That's not the room.
I'm going to go room to room.
Oh, can you please not? Can you please turn
I just think that's best because she's going to... There's people up here with allergies. I have asthma,
I need to know
man.
what room you were currently in.
Ma'am, open the door. Ma'am, I know you're in there smoking. Open the door now before I kick it in. Hey, what is the fee if I jimmy this lock?
People are
open up now. This is Gregory with the hotel.
Oh my God, how do I find out?
Ma'am, she's refusing to come to the door. It's the guy that was talking to you on the computer. Come to the door now. Don't make this harder than it has to be, lady. Man, she's being a total bitch. She's not even answering the door.
You blame her? Can you tell me what room number you were in?
No, because you sound mad at me for no reason. You sound super upset.
I'm calling 911. I can't.
This is 101.1, the gerbil, and you've just been butt slammed.
Ma'am, you're on the radio. You're on the radio.
You've just been butt slammed. On the Gerbil and the Butt Show. 100.3, the Gerbil.
Ma'am, you there?
No.
No, yeah, you're on the radio right now.
No.
You're live on air.
Ma'am, who plays Southern Alberta's best rock and roll?
That was Xenorax's stepdad with his latest hotel call. I enjoyed it. You'll notice there at the end when the lady said, I'm about to call 911, they immediately went into the whole radio station thing and told them they were being butt slammed. And that's just the general policy there on the Callective show. They try to not get the police called on them by making them think they're on a wacky morning radio show whenever they start talking about calling the cops. That was fun though. That was crazy. That front desk girl was not happy with him taking the law into his own hands and impersonating the hotel head of security. That was pretty chaotic. Good job, Xenorax's stepdad. You can listen to the Callective every single Saturday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, and it's at prankcast.com/the Callective. Just go to prankcast.com. You'll find it. You'll see it in there. You'll see the live show playing, and you can click on it. It's a fun show, though. It invites anybody to come and make prank calls with them. Even if you've never done a prank call before, come and try your luck, and maybe you'll become addicted to it like the rest of us. Basically, we're trying to create more addicts. I think that's it for today's show. We played a whole 3 prank phone calls today. What a show this was. Can you believe it? 3 prank calls by 3 different people. This show is just out of control lately. But you can blame Paul F. Tompkins for that because, we played his podcast and that took up the space of a couple of prank calls. So god damn it, Paul F. Tompkins, look what you did. Alright, I'm ending the show with Glenn and the Sunshine Gang. This is a song called It's Time.
It just isn't fair. I'll never get out of here. The double suns, they tell me so. My friends are gone.
I got a tracer on my phone. I'm tracing this phone call. And you know what? I'm going to report you.